episode 23. I just said to Zara, it's episode 23. She said, what? It's 20 to 3. No, Zara, it's 20. Episode 23.
It's 20 to 3. Got myself a little fizz, you know, because that's how I roll.
It's nice to have you back close to me.
I
mean,
know.
it's been a bit of emotional having you that far away.
If you said that there was someone else coming on this week, I'd have been fuming. Honestly, livid. I'd have been like, no.
But what a couple
Not
of weeks.
again.
What a couple of weeks. I think, you know, really, really good episodes, and it give a different twist, a different insight to the way.
Yeah.
Because we say things, and that's our advice and what we feel, but actually it's good to get a different perspective.
Yeah.
So Nicola, incredible. She's like the person on my shoulder at all times. She like
ring.
She like nurtures me. It's like, Sarah, you're okay.
Yeah.
And then
Melissa, she's good.
Incredible woman who shows you that actually you can walk away.
Yeah.
Because
you
deserve more. And I'm sure that there's many women or men that watched that and thought, she's done it, and what an incredible story.
Yeah.
Loved it. But anyway, we're
The
back.
two
of us. We can make it just the two of us.
I need to stop putting
You
that
and
pineapple on show.
Yeah, you get wrong
I'm getting the
ideas.
wrong dog.
Anyway, so he always has to come down when it's podcast time. Ready?
Pulling his little face.
Pulling his face. So anyway, back the two of us.
Yeah.
What sort of week have you had?
Good week. And I've said this.
I think you stepped up. Okay. Episode 23. I just said to Zara, it's episode 23. She said, what? It's 20 to 3. No, Zara, it's 20. Episode 23.
It's 20 to 3. Got myself a little fizz, you know, because that's how I roll.
It's nice to have you back close to me.
I
mean,
know.
It's been a bit of emotional having you that far away.
If you said that there was someone else coming on this week, I'd have been fuming. Honestly, livid. I'd have been like, no.
But what a couple
Not
of weeks.
again.
What a couple of weeks. I think, you know, really, really good episodes, and it give a different twist, a different insight to the way.
Yeah.
Because we say things, and that's our advice and what we feel, but actually it's good to get a different perspective.
Yeah.
So Nicola, incredible. She's like the person on my shoulder at all times. She like
ring.
She like nurtures me. It's like, Sarah, you're okay.
Yeah.
And then
Melissa, she's good.
Incredible woman who shows you that actually you can walk away.
Yeah.
Because
you
deserve more. And I'm sure that there's many women or men that watched that and thought, she's done it, and what an incredible story.
Yeah.
Loved it. But anyway, we're
The
back. two of us. We can make it just the two of us.
I need to stop putting
You
that
and
pineapple on show.
Yeah, you get wrong
I'm getting the
ideas.
wrong dog.
Anyway, so he always has to come down when it's podcast time. Ready?
Pulling his little face.
Pulling his face. So anyway, back the two of us.
Yeah.
What sort of week have you had?
Good week. And I've said this.
I think you've stepped up. I think you're stepping up.
Yeah.
Higher version of yourself.
Yeah. I'm on form this week, and I feel really, really, really good. I did have a session with Nick on Monday as well, which was really good. But yeah, I'm just very much.
What things changed? I don't know, because I think we dip, don't we? Because I do.
Yeah.
We dip, and then we come back up, and it's almost like maybe it's part of us that needs healing, and then the higher version of yourself's now coming through, actually. Because I've seen it in you.
Yeah.
Actually, you're choosing differently.
Yeah.
You're choosing yourself.
Yeah.
Not choosing men who aren't showing up for you.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I'm very much like going with the flow.
Absolute favourite saying. What Dave did needs that on a t-shirt.
Yes.
Or imprinted on your head.
Yeah. Just going with the flow. But I'm just, I've flipped. I am, you know, I'm still dating, still open to things, but I'm not doing things that I don't want to do. So just to
please other people.
Like, oh, are you free tonight? Well, no, I aren't, because I've got kids and I'm I've got stuff to do.
Yeah, whereas I think you're now building a home within yourself.
Yeah.
So actually, I don't need that external validation.
No.
And next week you might do, but it's that roller coaster.
This week I'm good. Next week, maybe not so good, and I might need that. But no, I am. Yeah, I'm really. I went on a little spa day as well, which I think is so important. Went to the Manor House, which is literally like.
And how did you find it? Because I would because a lot of people wouldn't do
no,
that.
a lot of people have said to me like, "Oh, that's ballsy going on your own."
It is, because you can feel a bit vulnerable, can't you? So did you, or were you just you know what?
No,
I'm here on my own. And Nick does it a lot, doesn't she? She goes on solo dates.
Yeah,
and I think it's.
I have started doing it a lot more, so I'll just book myself a tea, go out for tea and things like that. But yeah, I was like, I'm gonna go on a spa day. I've had a really shitty week with work.
Yeah.
Loads of things are going on, and I've said to you, haven't I, as well, that I've just been exhausted. I don't know what's been wrong. I've just been I can't be arsed to do anything.
And that's okay.
But I think just with everything at work and things like that. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna book the day off.
And off she went.
And off I went.
I mean, I'm more fuming she didn't invite me, solo or not. I could have been the opposite end of the hot tub.
I know. God, that hot tub was hot.
I mean, so you're dumped. Solo date or not.
It would have been nice, but honestly,
I couldn't have gone anyway.
No,
I couldn't have gone.
You'd have been there.
I was there secretly.
In the next hot tub. I wonder if I could see your hot tub from my hot tub. But yeah, honestly, it was so good, and I think it's so important to do things like that as well. Just fill your own cup. You don't need
here to fill your own cup.
Yeah, before I'm very much oh, do you want to go out for tea? Yeah. Well, no, I can't, but I will, because I feel like I need to. Yeah, people pleasing.
And there's so much to be said about, even if you want to fill your emotional cup, it doesn't have to be big things like a spa day.
No.
It do, you know, for me, I knew this weekend I just needed a weekend to myself.
Yeah.
So I thought I finished work last night, and I thought I went to TK Maxx and I brought myself a journal and I brought myself a new candle. And I think, again, it's it can be the tiniest things that you choose to fill your own cup with.
Yeah.
It can be, you know what, I'm going to go bed early tonight, an hour early. Or it could be a spa day. It's that self-care. I was listening to a podcast today. Self-care is so crucial.
Yeah.
And so important, especially in a healing journey, but just in general, so you can show up properly. She said in this podcast, it was a Kim Peretz one, she said that actually she started doing a self-care Sunday.
Oh, nice.
So on a Sunday, I mean, it's hard, you know, if you've got kids and everything else, but she said, obviously she hasn't got kids. Sunday, she would just choose herself. So everything she did on that Sunday, it was for her.
Yeah.
Nothing else. So she'd cook a favourite meal, she'd do everything. And she said it's just so beneficial because, again, you're nurturing yourself.
Yeah.
And I think when you come out of a big relationship, it's hard, isn't it? Because you do want that external validation.
Yeah.
You do want somebody to keep, but it's again reverting inwards.
Yeah.
So for me, green flag guy, it's now over.
Oh.
But do you know what? I think this. So old Sarah would have been like, well, why? But actually, what isn't meant for me, what's meant for me will never leave me.
Yeah.
And I believe in that massively.
Yeah.
And I've got no bad feelings towards him. I think some things just don't work out.
Yeah.
He's still green flag man. He's a great guy.
Yes.
We aren't meant for each other. And again, I listened to Kim Peretz today, is what isn't for you won't leave you, but also move out the way for what is meant for me.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he came for them 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And he did teach me a lot, but actually ready for what is meant. And actually I've had to reflect on what do I want from a relationship.
Yeah.
And actually,
as well as
rather than
why wasn't it right, or is it me, or anything
and
like that.
It's about not taking it personally. So for me is actually I could really take that personally, that now isn't the right time for him or whatever, but actually I don't take that personally because I know what I bring.
Yeah.
I know that I've got myself to fall back on, and that again comes back to actually building a home within yourself.
Yeah.
Old Sarah last year would have then gone and found somebody else to fill the void.
Yeah.
That attention most probably, or, you know, horizontal on the floor.
Yeah.
But actually I choose this time to say, we've had the conversation.
And that's okay.
Nice guy.
Yeah.
And again, it's what's that rejection is?
Redirection. 100%.
I am so and also you can't take it personally, can you? Like rejection. So again, rejection from anything isn't. You've got to change that mindset to actually, that isn't right for me right now.
Everything happens for a reason. I say I'm so big on like even things with work and things like that. I'm very much like everything happens for a reason. I'm so chilled out about it, whereas normally I would be proper super stressed. But
Do you feel like it's falling into place?
Yeah, I feel like, and I'm manifesting a lot as well.
Doing your affirmations?
Yeah. So when I had the session with Nick, I sort of touched on how people make me feel, and why would I stay in situations where people make you doubt yourself and things like that, and my self-worth and all sorts. So she had me, so she's every morning I have to write something that I love about myself.
Oh really?
Yeah, so I do that. I do it in the morning and then I do it at night.
And how do you find it?
And it doesn't, I'm good.
Do you?
I'm trying to like rewire me. It's like rewiring your brain. So yeah, I do it, even if it's just not a lie, but just it's not going to be like, oh, I like my hair today. Oh,
yeah,
or I like.
It is about
if you've done something good, like what did you like about that, like that kind of thing.
Another important thing that Nick said to me in my session, because I had a session as well, and it was incredible. She said, you know, I spoke about it being over with the green flag guy, and she said about where else is there in your life what he gave you, and it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So actually, I'll miss that what we had.
Yeah.
But actually,
how do you
look? If you look in your life, and everywhere I look is love. Yeah. Friends, family, myself, and actually, it's about then redirecting that energy to that. Yeah. Rather than.
She said that to me. She was very much like, what can you do for yourself that when you're with him, that's how it makes you feel? Just go buy a motorbike.
Absolutely. Get me on the back of it as well. Because it is, because it's like she's dead good because she asks you the question like, actually, what can you give yourself? Yeah. Again, as women, we forget sometimes that we need our emotional fulfilling, and actually, do you know what, like, as women, I think we're just so like sometimes forget that actually we need filling up. Yeah. Our cups need filling. Yeah. 100%. So I'm back.
So you're back.
I wasn't off the market, I suppose. It was just very early days, but it was very nice, and I think that you showed me what it is like to have somebody who wants to step up.
And it's good that, like, I always think like just things like this happen for a reason, and he was probably brought in to sort of just teach you that actually there is good people out there with good intentions, and he's still, you know, just because the time isn't right now,
and I still speak to him,
but you know, just move out the way for things that are right.
just move that way.
Thank you. Next, there's a queue.
And do you know what? Yeah. And the thing is, like
get to the back of the queue.
But do you know what? I haven't got a bad word to say about him, and I think he'll always remain in my life one way or another.
And I think it's so nice.
Sarah did come back and creep up a little bit. Yeah. And I had to add a wobble, like self-worth.
Word
yeah, I did, because it's like, oh, it hasn't worked out. And then I was like, no, podcast Sarah arrives.
Yeah.
She's here.
She's here.
Dips in. No, Sarah, what isn't meant for you,
Yeah.
that,
It's fine.
it's fine. That
It's
isn't
fine.
right.
Yeah.
It's about
He's
changing
not
that mindset.
he's not a bad person. Things just haven't worked out.
Yeah, but you know what?
And if you're all right with him, then
what's meant will
it'll-
always find its way.
yeah, exactly.
You've got to
So
believe
if it's
that,
not the
haven't you?
right time now, it might be.
And do you know
It
what?
might not be.
We could go out
But-
tonight and absolutely find a man of her dreams. Even though we're not going out.
And yeah, okay. What do you mean not getting out of me?
Oh,
My
yeah.
jumpsuit. But yeah, we've had a little prosecco as well. I've also had news about the divorce this week.
I mean, I'm more fuming that you're declaring it on here and you haven't told me. Oh, you've done times 2 now.
I know.
Go on.
Soz. So yeah, my solicitor's she's just really annoying me now because she's just dragging it out for the sake of dragging it out like
Yeah.
cash. It's like, just get it over and done with. We've agreed. Why have I now got to ask somebody else to say that it's okay?
Yeah.
It just annoys me, but yeah. And we're very much, it really annoys me, Mum, when I'm okay with him. So we've been discussing like school uniforms and
Yeah,
things
yeah.
like that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I've said, oh, I'll just go and get it, and then just send me half the money.
She can't deal with that.
She can't do it. Why are you being so nice? No, make him go get his own stuff. Well, why?
Yeah, 'cause that
no,
then causes
because that's
fear.
it's not about him. And I just wish that she had sort of like the mindset that I had now.
But she's perhaps still in the phase that you were at the beginning. She's
Yeah.
You've healed. She isn't. She's still in that mindset. Actually,
Yeah.
we don't.
And she's got no intention of getting over it either, whereas I need to because
Yeah.
I have to co-parent with him.
And how do you feel? Because I think that's dead important, because I think we have a lot of people who watch who are perhaps either going through a divorce or heading towards a divorce. Like, how do you feel like now it's going to be fine? Like, you're heading towards actually the closure of your marriage. And I think that's such a powerful thing that you can do here, is just say, how do you actually feel? Like,
It's like I do, like it's 3 years on and you know, he'll say, oh, get over it, it's 3 years on. But when things like this happen, like there's certain things within a separation that happen. So there's the co-parenting, there's them meeting somebody else, there's me meeting somebody else. You've got to go all through that.
yeah.
Just obviously all mine happened at once.
riding the biggest storm of your life. Good
Yeah.
grief.
I'm leaving and I'm with someone else and we're having a baby and goodbye. So it's just,
So what do you think
It's-
like now?
I think it's, I don't get sad about it. Like, I just feel like really grateful, and I keep saying that. Like, I'm actually grateful that,
Yeah.
and I think that's why I can get on with him so well.
And I think
Because-
that's a turning point. And it
Yes.
took a long time to get to that point.
100%.
But that is, it shows that the importance of sitting with the emotion,
Yeah,
working on yourself.
yeah,
Because if you didn't, you'd still be sitting
No.
being bitter,
Like,
and
bitter,
and
yeah.
not moving on with your life.
better, not bitter is my name.
Absolutely, better, not bitter.
But yeah, 100%, because
think-
I would never have been that person. Obviously, I spent quite a while sort of trying to blame,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
her and trying to understand why
Mm.
and things like that. Like, I don't want to know why. I'm really
Yeah.
not arsed anymore. And I like having a good relationship with them. Sometimes he will piss me off.
And I think that, but that's pretty normal, isn't it? And
Yeah.
I think it's finding the right balance. Like, so for me, massive changes have come about. You know, Aaron's got a new girlfriend. She's met the boys. You know, she's in the house that she goes to the house that I used to live in.
Yeah.
And I'm here for the real deal. It's strange.
Yeah.
It's strange to think that, right, so now another woman is around my children.
Yeah.
What influence is that going to have on them?
Yeah.
You feel guilty because then you think, God, what if she isn't, and then because I made the decision, I feel guilty. I still just want to walk in when the kids are there, and he locks the door now. It's not because like I just don't want the boys to think I've got knock on and wait there. So I said, then just drop them off. I can't, Zara. I can't just knock at the door that used to be my home. The home that I loved. And I miss. I miss my home. I miss everything that I built. But also, I'm grateful for the journey that I'm on. But again, it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to. And I've met her and we've had conversations, and the way she wants it to work and cope. Like, I want to speak to her. I want to. I know tomorrow morning that Oliver's got a match. She will be there. And that's going to be another hurdle to go over. And that isn't a hurdle in the way that I think, God, I want him back. But we're trying to like navigate. I'm going to stand at a football pitch. With Aaron. And her. And I want, and that's okay. But I'm trying to talk about the real life is that was once my life. And it's really bizarre. And
it's hard.
And I think,
but it'll become easier,
like
and
it.
it's which is the main thing. Because that's what Theo likes.
And that's so and do you know what, like, she's lovely. I haven't got, like, honestly, the whole thing right now feels good, feels nice, but also you feel like, I feel like he's then settling down now, and I'm like still in the midst of rebuilding. But
that's okay though, isn't it? Because
this is my journey. But then
you're not settling until you know that it's right, because you did before.
But I also feel like you make your decision, don't you? And I made the decision to start again, but feels like he hasn't had to rebuild anything. No. Because he was left with everything. But then again, I have to turn that around and say, I can always look back and say, I did it without anything else. Do you know what I mean?
You did, 100%. You're left with nothing. So...
But equally, do you know what, like, it's the real deal is the fact is my children now are around another woman. And when you're a mum, and there'll be a lot of people that know, that is really, really strange. That is like, what is she like with them? Like, is she attentive with them? Like, and I have open conversations with the boys, as you can imagine, you know. I ask them.
I do.
Like, I have to, because
stepchildren are hard. I've been in that situation. Me and George get on like that, but when you're trying to navigate with kids, I mean, she has got kids as well, hasn't she? So
you know what?
She's, you know.
I think what I'm trying to say is these are issues that must arise for so many people. Is the fact that, you know, you end it and you think, right, well, I've done the right thing, but it comes with so much baggage. The baggage of the fact is now that there's another woman with my children, and how's that going to impact them? Like, it's just...
And because you made the decision.
You think if anything bad, like anything like... I feel like that I've done wrong. But then I have to say, do you know what? I made my decision, and that I hope that Aaron would, and Aaron's a great person that meets a woman who, and to be honest with you, like, I haven't got a bad word to say about it, but I'm just here for the real deal is, it's weird. It is weird. It's weird because you go into your home that was once your home, and somebody else is there, and sitting on your sofa.
Remember when like stuff were hanging on the when like a nightie or something was hanging on the hook? I'm taking the hook. I'm taking the hook.
Hooks are my hooks.
Get your clothes off my hooks.
I'll give him his key back.
Honestly, if you're ringing the bloody...
Do you know what? It's strange, isn't it? When, I don't know, like, there are people who can relate to it, like... So I've made the decision.
It's okay as well to...
Because I said, I don't...
To be like that. Do you want a little top up?
So I said to
We're celebrating.
What we're
I
celebrating?
don't know what we're celebrating.
Celebrating it's
Nearly my divorce.
So yeah, I
Divorce party.
the fact is, like, I'm glad that he's moved on, but it's still strange. And then, like, I don't know, so I've made the decision that I don't get, like, he drops them off now, because otherwise, because I just, again, because I speak to her, have a conversation with her, I spoke to her son, like, that's how I want it to be.
Yeah.
I want the boys.
But it's
to
also weird, like, when you think back, like, when I think back, that I can actually, like, I walked into their house and had a conversation with her and was like, with the baby, like, I freaked myself out.
Because at some point you were like...
At one point, I'm like, I couldn't speak to her for over a year. And obviously I knew her before. But yeah, I wouldn't even have thought about having a conversation. And I only had a conversation with him because of Theo. Else I wouldn't have, I mean, which would have been a lot easier if we didn't have Theo. But yeah, I couldn't. But I think even still then, at the beginning, it was sort of like a bitter sort of conversation all the time.
I think the thing is, what we're saying is, it's a hell of a journey.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay making your decision or the decision happening for you, but what comes after, the baggage that comes with it, is you're navigating a whole new way of life.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like, I am so here for it, and what I've learned is accepting my emotions. So do you know what? If I need to go home and cry, then I'm going to go home and cry.
Yeah.
If I need to go home and put myself on the floor, I'll ring you to pick me back up.
I'm there.
Do you know what I mean? And I think it's that accepting about, it's okay where you are in your journey.
Yeah.
And I think you've
100%.
really turned a corner. I think you sort of now, actually, I know where I'm at, my self-worth's at, and that takes a lot of work about building a home within yourself and actually knowing that you've always got yourself to fall back on. Yeah. And I've learned that this week. Actually, I was really proud of myself, because when it ended with Green Flag Guy,
I love how we give people nicknames.
I could have.
Motorbike guy.
And you know what I was like?
Green Flag.
No, that's okay, because you've got yourself.
Yeah.
And we're so here. Are you ready to build a home within yourself? Because we'll build it with you.
Absolutely.
Honestly, it's incredible.
Let's build a life.
Because why didn't they build it me in school? So I didn't have to go through these chaotic relationships. Why didn't they teach me about my attachment style? Your attachment style is massive in relationships, and I think that there's so much to do, work you can do around your attachment style. So a person who's got a secure attachment style is somebody who is quite happy to be on their own. Yeah. And then doesn't matter what the person does, who they're with, they'll just go and live their lives and they're quite happy. Whereas somebody like with an anxious attachment style is like, they don't text back. It must be a me thing. Or where are they? What are they doing? And that's the way I used to be. Yeah. Whereas, and she still comes about.
Mine creeps in. It creeps.
What happens when she creeps? Podcasts are
on the floor.
Yeah, but you know what?
Horizontal.
I'm trying to build myself a secure attachment. So actually, and I can see it evolving. Like, I'm not, you know, if I'm dating somebody, I'm not like,
proper needy and
what
stuff.
They're doing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And I like that I do. I find it just like really chilled. I didn't have that with Jamie at all. Like, I didn't have any, like...
You didn't have to worry about anything, did you?
No, absolutely nothing. So when you do have to deal with that...
But it's good because you know you're triggered then. So I always try and use that as you know what, you're triggering me, but that's a me issue, and what can I do in that moment?
And it's about riding it as well. Like, I think a lot of the time when you're triggered, you'll just step back from the situation. And I've said about, like, you've just got to go with it, balls deep,
and because you know what,
literally,
what's the worst,
balls,
because what's the worst that can happen?
You've got to do it.
Yeah, I said that to Nicholas because I was like, you know, when I was like going with the flow with Green Flag Guy and I wasn't backing off, I said the next day I messaged her, said, I didn't die.
I didn't die.
I'm not in Auckland. I survived just not giving myself to somebody. I survived it, and I haven't had to. But I think it's such a journey, and I think I wanted to read this thing out. She's the the woman who wrote the Welcome Home book. So
yeah.
So she's.
I've not finished that yet. I might get on that this week.
I keep.
I think.
So she's put.
Don't read all of that.
I'm not reading all that.
Good grief, she's got a full-on Bible.
Do you want to live a life of choice? Then choose. Do you want to live a life with authentic love? Then do what it takes to have that in your life. Maybe you need to end the relationship you're in. Maybe you need to start showing up authentically, vulnerably, and honestly in your relationship. Maybe you need to start loving yourself in the way you want someone to love you. No one knows what you need to do more than you.
Love it.
That is so true.
Yeah.
And it's so true that it always comes back to choosing yourself. And I think like showing up authentically, I really struggle with being vulnerable, and like that's been a big thing for me the past 3 weeks, trying to learn that, you know what, it's okay to be vulnerable. We are okay to be vulnerable. And I've learned actually that when I'm vulnerable, that it's okay, and that I don't need to be an awful and sectioned. Because I struggle massively. No, on a serious note, because I think throughout my life, every time I've been vulnerable, I've been hurt.
You've been hurt.
Whereas actually, it's hot. So then, like, I was like to Nicola, right, and she's like, no, you're safe. You're safe. You can be vulnerable. I think I'm still going to massively struggle with it, but that's going to take time. It's going to take time to understand that, you know what, and do you know what, like being your authentic self. Like to you, what would be your authentic self? What would be the core of you? So I was listening to a podcast today, and she said about, you know what, like you can grow old and your features will change, and you can either take that like badly, or you can actually know what you bring inside to the world. And like it's working on them, the core. What is your core? What do you bring? What is your authentic self? Something to think about. I always think like, do you know what, like when things end or I'm dating, actually, do you know what, I bring so much. I am everything and more. And I think it's understanding that, isn't it? Like, what is my authentic self? Maybe ask yourself the question, like, what is it that you want to bring to the world? What is it that you want from life? I ask myself every day. No idea.
She's not manifesting them men in the kitchen anymore.
Absolutely no.
Bring me
you know what? So from the thing with red flag guy, green flag guy, is
he's soon changed.
Reverted inwards, and actually, do you know what? My time maybe isn't right now.
No.
Do you know what do you reckon?
100%.
I'm here for it.
I think so.
Let's
celebrate reverting inwards.
Inwards and onwards and upwards. And do you know what? Like, I'm so here for the hard days, but I think you've had a great week. I've had a bit of a rocky week, but not a rocky week in the fact that I've like, I can't cope. The fact is, challenging the thoughts of me not being good enough. Actually, I am. I am podcast Sarah.
Absolutely.
Powerful Sarah. Until tomorrow morning when I'm in my dressing gown. I was on to love my book. I'm still podcast Sarah then, aren't I? So
100%.
You've had something sent to you as well, haven't you?
Yes.
I mean, what's the name? Because I seem to be concerned that you've got something on your wrist and I haven't. There's a bit of favouritism going on, I think.
So a lovely lady messaged me saying, I've made you this. I don't know if she knows who Dave is or whether she just thinks
I reckon so. I think she would have like watched it.
So I think like since, you know...
What's the business?
It's blonde beads.
So we're here for blonde beads as well.
Yeah. So she made me a little what. So she's put what on that one and then Dave did on that one. I love it. I've got ones with the boys' names on as well, which I'm going to ask her to do in similar colours so I can wear them all together.
Blonde beads.
Blonde beads.
I did see. I think she followed me on
also,
Instagram as well.
I want to say about Ruth's charity day, which I'm not sure what the date is, but I think it's the 7th.
Yeah, but can people like buy tickets, raffle tickets?
Yeah. So they've got like 56 prizes. So my friend Ruth, like, she's doing it for Peter Pan, which is a local charity.
And very close charity to her heart.
To hers, and our other friend as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, they've helped massively. Like,
and I don't think there's enough support in them areas, but Peter Pan give the most exceptional support. So we're so here for them.
Yeah.
So what do we need to do?
So we just need to...
We'll make a story with all the details.
Yeah. And then we'll send a link that you can buy like raffle tickets from. She's got loads of... She's got like iPad...
Maldives.
No, Maldives.
But I'm so here. I'll give some money because and what an incredible thing.
And it's forfeit, so they're doing 24 circuits in 24 hours, and someone's doing like forfeit. 24 hours. Forfeit.
So I've been to forfeit. That's it's quite good at forfeit. So we're here for forfeit as well.
100%. So they're doing
24
circuit classes in 24 hours, and someone's doing the whole 24 of them.
So you haven't got to do the whole 24?
Oh, no.
You just do what you can?
You do, well, I don't know, whoever's involved will. Like,
so we're so... I mean, you should be
I'm going down for the cakes.
Other men.
But so we wanted to give a little, like, shout out to it because it is a really, really
incredible charity.
Incredible charity, incredible school. Is that what it is? It is a school,
incredible family, and again for the other person we know who's got, knows the Peter Pan nursery. But the thing is, so we're so here for that. But we're talking about forfeit. I went to caveman training, High Rocks class
today.
No, it's not even funny. Tuesday or Wednesday. No, Zara. I know I've said it before. I was in the class. I had nothing left to give. There's this guy next to me, like, sweating with his 6-pack, right? Just imagine this. I haven't asked anything for a went. I just thought I was going along to a class. I had nothing left to give. Then I've tripped over the rope. Fell straight on the floor. He says, "Oh, man down." I thought, man down.
Man down.
I said, listen, I couldn't put, do you know when you give everything you've got? And
Yeah.
everybody else is still buzzing around you. I said to the guy who's running, I said, listen, I don't think I've got anything else to give.
No, I'm going to pass away.
Pass away? I haven't been able to walk. I've been walking like John Wayne. I couldn't get down, I've had to jump down the stairs. And then like, getting on the toilet, just like, fall.
Easing,
Yeah, but
ease
then,
yourself off.
so, High Rocks, incredible class. Not for the faint-hearted, because I tell you what,
that ain't for me.
No, it's
that is.
I've never got to a point in the class where I just wanted the ground to swallow me up. And
is it over?
And the guy with no top on just remove himself from me. I was like tripping over ropes, sweating in places I didn't know existed. But honestly, we're here for caveman training.
Yeah.
But not, I don't know. I think I just need to feel my body better, but I'm just
you need a banana before you go.
Oh yeah, just a banana.
Just a
I
banana.
need about 100.
Just food. By the sounds
and then
of
I've
it.
had a glass of wine the night before, so it just doesn't help, does it?
Yeah, it sweats it out, doesn't
And
it?
then-
It's like,
But I've never got to a point, and I literally didn't have anything else to
I
do.
just lie on the floor. I aren't very good at discipline and things like that when it comes to like classes. If I get stitched, I'm stopping.
Well,
I'm
you
stopping.
wouldn't be able to in that class. Anyway, do you know what? Got a bit of a game. You ready?
Come on. Have we got any Prosecco left?
Absolutely not. Right.
Absolutely not.
Would you date someone who ticked all the boxes but had bad breath that they couldn't fix?
What do you mean couldn't fix? What, they couldn't brush his teeth?
Couldn't fix
It's
it?
not an illness. Surely.
Oh, that's a silly question, but do you know what? It's the thing with morning breath, isn't it? You get over that, don't you?
Yeah, you do get over it.
I mean, it's that initial, it's awkward at first, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
you don't know whether kiss them in the morning or not.
No.
But then you sort of just get over that and like, I don't
Yeah.
know why somebody would have constant bad breath. I'd see the GP.
I'd see the GP.
Or the dentist.
The hygienist.
Have you ever hooked up with someone just because of their accent? No, I haven't. I'm not an accent person.
Aren't you?
It doesn't bother me.
No, I have. Probably not just because of their accent.
Yeah. Do you
But
an
like
accent?
certain accents turn me on.
What like?
Or Irish.
Oh, Irish, yeah, but not like Brummy.
Oh no, Brummies. No, not for me. What else? I like a Geordie.
I don't know, it doesn't do it for me.
But I haven't just like hooked up with someone because of their accent.
No, but it's part of
an
us.
Irish accent, not like full on.
Can't understand.
Full
what
on
they're saying.
can't understand what you're saying.
It's like when you
But-
go to Liverpool sometimes. Like
Yeah.
I am like.
Oh no, I don't.
People say that we
It's-
sound like that though.
Yeah, people do say that we sound like Scousers. Yeah,
I mean, I don't think this one's true.
go on.
Have you ever had more than 15 drinks in one night? No, just 14. I reckon
no idea.
we have.
I'm sure we are.
We've been dead in the gutter many a time, but not
We've
no
been
more.
in the gutter.
We are sensible people.
Yeah, not to a point where we can't breathe.
Have you ever run into a former lover and not remembered their name?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if they were a lover, surely you'd remember.
I should hope so.
Well, yeah.
I'd be
Or
quite-
does that just mean like a lover?
I don't
like,
know
or
what. It depends what
lover.
you want me
Yeah.
to think is a lover. I mean, yeah,
Yeah. If it's an actual lover,
you'd
Who I
remember the
loved.
name. Maybe
I
lover
definitely
means the
remember.
other thing.
yeah, maybe it means. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Probably wouldn't recognise them half the time. Just walk past me in the street.
I don't get this one.
Go on.
Have you ever lied about your weight on your driving license? Your actual weight?
You don't put that on your driving licence, do you?
I don't understand. Have you ever lied about your weight on your driving license? I hope my weight isn't on the
I
driving.
hope my weight isn't. I mean, it fluctuates.
You'd have to
Depending on time of the month.
you'd have to change it each week.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
Maybe that's like an American thing. I wonder if they have to do it on the
I-
driving licence.
I
But what
think
would that matter? I'm so confused
What
with
car
that.
you can have.
Well, you can't drive this car. You've got a fucking trunk. Like, what on earth? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not for me.
Have you ever lied to get rid of a one night stand the next morning?
Don't know.
Absolutely not. We don't do one night stands.
No,
We don't.
we don't. I might go out the door.
Have you ever? I mean, I don't think this would happen to us. Have you ever said I love you and not heard it back? That's unheard of.
No, don't think so. No.
They'd be in the bin.
Yeah. I'd be like, hello, I've just said I love you.
Now say it back.
Say it back.
Even if you don't
Lie if you want to. Lie.
But say it back.
But say it back to me. Else I'm going to lie on the floor horizontal.
Oh, I think this is you through and through. I think. Have you ever secretly thought that you would make a really good gangster? Absolutely.
I could. I think I could.
I think
I think I'd be
I think
gangster.
we proper good. I mean,
Yeah.
look at us.
Just look at us.
Gangster and
Just-
Have you ever tried to hack into somebody's social media account?
Yeah. When I was about 15.
Do we have social media then?
No, probably not actually. Maybe 37.
But then I think somebody's made you that way. I think like
Yeah.
if they made you feel that way, like
Yeah.
you feel like you've got to look.
Like I would never do that now. I wouldn't even like check someone's phone or anything.
No thank you.
I used to be very much like that before I married Dino. Just very insecure, checking people's phones and things like that. Oh God, it makes me cringe. If I had that thought in my head, right, I need to check his phone.
In the bin.
goodbye, thank you, next, because that's you've been
red
made to
flags,
feel
aren't
that
they?
way.
Yeah, absolutely. So 43
So, yeah.
minutes in, we're back to our just the two of us. But we're going on. I think we should all, you know, if there's anybody who really would love to come on, you know, you haven't got to have, you can share anything you want to share. It's not got to be like you've got to have this big
it's just like an hour of
therapy.
Yeah.
Or you could give
and
us
we've got
therapy.
Nicola on as well, haven't we?
Again, she's going to come on monthly.
She's going to come on monthly. And she's been doing some really interesting things as well, hasn't she? Like market research.
So yeah, dating market research, which we're going to join her on the next one, but we'll let her talk about it, won't we? Yeah, but we're going to join her on the next one. It's all, we're so here for meeting people, like dating face to face rather than meeting on dating apps. I'm done with it.
Oh yeah,
I'm done with the dating app.
I was done the day I got talked to for an hour.
Anyway,
goodbye.
Easter Saturday.